You are Locked On Rockets Postcast, part of Locked On Sports Houston on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Well, you could not write a script for a better response from the Houston Rockets tonight than what they had in Game 5 to get this series back to 3-2 and send it back to Golden State for Game 6 with the victory tonight as they stay alive with a big old massive win on what is about as perfect of a night as you can get if you're a Houston Rockets fan because, well, everything was clicking from the jump. And hey, they got to play earlier in the night too. Who's complaining about that? Not me. Yes, the old man not complaining about that. But hello and welcome this evening to the Locked On Rockets Postcast. Thank you for stopping by and saying hello. Make sure you hit subscribe to our channel. Stick with us. After every single game, we are here breaking it down, what goes on the floor. And tonight we're breaking down, of course, a very big and easy overall win for the Rockets in this one. Tonight's episode is brought to you by Gametime. Download the Gametime app, create an account, and use code LOCKEDONNBA for $20 off your first purchase. All right. What is it that you're walking out of this one talking about more than anything else?
This is what you'll be talking about.
The Rockets came out and looked like bullies, I really thought, from the jump tonight. Now, look, yeah, you could come back at me and go, well, what about the fourth quarter? Okay, foot's off the gas a little bit. Like, it's human nature. It's the NBA. It's what happens. These games that get huge and, the leads get huge and whatnot, and teams claw back a little bit. I mean, there's a reason why Steve Kerr didn't put his starters back out there because even he knew, hey, I'm not going to end up winning this basketball game. I'm going to let these guys, though, continue to do their thing. Love the fact that the things got heated, of course. You just cannot have this series without something getting heated in it. The headbutt there was chicken you know what, and it's something that I'm sure Pat Spencer will be suspended for. It's a joke. I mean, I wouldn't have an issue if it's multiple games, but it's going to be at least one game. It's just that's who the Warriors are. But the Rockets also are antagonists. We all know that. They play that style of basketball. I'm not going to focus on that tonight. We'll see if that ignites the Warriors. Here's what I know is that the Rockets got the win when they had to have it tonight. They were awesome, right? They came out, like I mentioned, from the jump and just kind of took off. And if you talk about, what's the real turning point of this one, I think it's pretty darn simple.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
It was less than halfway through that first quarter, and they took off. Really, that first quarter as a whole. When you come out in that first quarter as a team and put 40 points on the board against a team that, is one of the better defensive teams in the NBA this season, shoots 64% from the field in that quarter, 55 from three. I really felt like the race was on at that point. You're still always worried that they're going to get back into the game because it's basketball. Basketball is a game of runs. But the Rockets came back out in the next quarter, the second quarter, and just followed it up, 36-25. You have half of basketball where you go out and put up 76 points and shoot 70% from the field. They missed 11 shots in the first half. Think about it, 11 shots. This was literally as good as it gets. As good as it gets. I'm not asking for them to repeat this exact performance, but look, here are the facts. If they get anything close to this in any game, this is why they're dangerous. They can beat anybody in the league when they play top-notch offensive basketball because they put the clamps on people defensively. And look at what they did tonight to Golden State's best players. I know that the minutes ended up not being a ton for these guys. Steph only plays 13 minutes. Jimmy Butler only plays 25. But, those guys didn't even – Curry, for the longest period of time, wasn't even getting shots up. And they have the formula for I'm never going to say completely locking him up because he did have a game. What was it? Game 1 where he went nuts. But they've done a really good job defensively on him. Overall, they force him into bad shots when he takes them, and at points of the game, he's just out there. He's just a body. Same with Butler tonight. All of them. The Rockets defensively can win any game. We know this. We've watched it all season. And when they're really focused and they're really on it, and, when your back's against the wall at this point, you had to come out and you had to make some sort of statement. That's exactly what they did. And they got the victory tonight. And they made it a game. They pushed it to a game 6. Now the biggest challenge is about to happen. Can you repeat it? And can you do it in a hostile environment? Because look, if you can force a game 7, anything goes at that point. Game 7s are the most unpredictable thing in sports. You'll feel really good about the Rockets' momentum at that point if they're able to do that, because they'll have won 2 straight games and done one of them in a complete blowout fashion. And then the other one, we'll see if they, what it looks like. But to go on the road and win there, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but right now my vibes are high. It's nice to have high vibes. Really, I was really down the other night after that loss in game 4. I think we all were, right? It was right there. And you just couldn't take it. And you think, it hurts now to really think about it, because if you've won that one, you come home and do this, man. You're the team that's sitting there with 1 win away from advancing to the second round of the playoffs. But everybody showed up tonight. From Dylan Brooks, 24 points, to Amin Thompson with 25 points, to Alpe with 15 points, to Fred VanVleet with 26 points. Jalen didn't do a lot of shooting tonight, but every starter had double digits. Tari had a good start to it and didn't do much after that. Look, they didn't really need a lot after that. They will not repeat the overall performance that they had tonight shooting-wise. It'll be hard. 55% from the field, 43 from 3. But the biggest key is they went to the free throw line tonight. And they got to the line a lot. And I can't wait to hear the Golden State Warrior fans do all the complaining about that, because you know that they will. The Rockets went out and they earned those fouls tonight. Don't get it twisted by any means. They attacked the rim. They played the aggressive style. They went out there. You could tell that they took all of their film sessions seriously, their coaching and the practices in between seriously, and they played to the game plan that they thought was going to be effective against Golden State tonight, which was come out and punch them in the mouth. That's exactly what they did. And when they did that, they got to the free throw line a lot. And one of the biggest problems of this series, and it's the simplest thing, but they have lost games by a couple of points here and there. And you just go back at the end of the game. We saw it the other night. They missed a ton of free throws. They hit them tonight, 32 of 38. I don't know what magic sauce they put together for that, but do it again. Keep it alive. If Ime Udoka and the coaching staff are out there screaming at him on the practice floor, whatever it might be, keep going. Scare them to death. Do something. Because if you knock down your free throws, we do know this, they will get to the line. Because of the way that they play, they have to attack the rim. They should get plenty of opportunities there, and it's about knocking down what is literally in the word free throws, and they did just that tonight. Is this the spark for the comeback? And who is the player of the game tonight? Also take a look at the Game 6 in Golden State. Or San Francisco, I should say, at Golden State. We'll talk about it next here on the Locked On Rockets Postcast. First up, I want to tell you guys, spring is here. That means it's project season. I know we've had a lot of those in my house. Whether you're refreshing a room or tackling a full renovation, Wayfair is the best kept secret for all things home improvement. From small updates like stylish cabinet hardware to major upgrades like new vanity, sinks, or outdoor lighting, Wayfair has quality products for every budget. We've done a lot of upgrading, and let me tell you this, Wayfair, the selection, absolutely incredible. Their free and fast shipping made it so easy, no hauling heavy items from the store. I love that they have top brands like GE and Moen at great prices. Shopping was seamless. I found exactly what I needed to fit my space and my style. Wayfair makes home improvement easy. Get started now at wayfair.com. That's WAYFAIR.com. Wayfair, every style, every home. One more message before we get back to our discussion on the Rockets win tonight over the Golden State Warriors. There's nothing like the atmosphere of an NBA playoff game. Every bucket, every defensive stop, every moment feels huge. It's electric in the arena. And with Gametime, you can be part of it without the stress of last-minute ticket hunting. Gametime makes it fast and easy to get playoff tickets, even when the demand is sky high. Prices on the app actually go down as tip gets closer, and their last-minute deals can save you up to 60%. Here is, some awesome things about Gametime. The last-minute deals save up to 60%, like I mentioned, off buying last minute for sports, comedy, concerts, comedy, and theater. The all-in pricing means no surprise fees at checkout. What you see is what you pay. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Gametime. Download the Gametime app, create an account, and use code LOCKEDONNBA for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code LOCKEDONNBA for $20 off. Download Gametime today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. Rockets staying alive. I'm not going to sing staying alive for you guys. I thought about it, but you don't want to hear me sing. I'm not a singer, not even in the shower. My wife reminds me all the time, not a singer. But they are staying alive, staying alive, staying alive. And they do have to take it one game at a time. You and I can not take it one game at a time. We can worry about Game 7. Yeah, they're going to be back at Toyota Center in a few days playing Golden State in Game 7. Which I think saw tickets are going on sale tomorrow for that game if you're looking to go to it. If not, watch it on TV. Join us right here after the game ends for the Locked On Rockets Postcast. Feels good, doesn't it? Does feel good. I'm not going to lie to you, it's going to be really, really hard to come in here and do a show tonight if they lost in Game 5 at home. They are the 2 seed. I think that's the thing that I keep forgetting here. And yes, Golden State's dangerous. They're up 3-2. They are still a heavy favorite in this series for a reason. They get to go back home with a chance to eliminate this thing, and they have won both games in their play so far. And it's a great atmosphere for it's a tough atmosphere. But man, it would be nice if the 2 seed took care of the 7. And it feels like tonight was the first step, of course, that you have to take in. Who's the player of the game? Let's tell you now.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
I'm going to go ahead and give it to the 3 guys that hit the 20-point plus mark tonight. That's who is getting it for me. That's a try player of the game. That would be Dylan Brooks with his 24 on 7 of 13 from the field, 2 of 7 from 3, 8 of 8 from the line. Amin Thompson, 25 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 steals, 3 block shots. He was 8 of 12 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3, 8 of 9 from the free throw line. And then Fred VanVleet, second straight great game for Fred. 26 points, 8 of 13 from the field, 4 of 6 from 3, 6 of 6 from the line, 2 assists, and a rebound for Fred in this one tonight. So those 3 guys take home the honor of player of the game tonight because they were all just tremendous, and they all deserve player of the game. So giving it to one of them just absolutely feels right, or would have felt wrong, I should say. What I know is that it feels right that they're going to play Game 6. That feels right. Hopefully, it will go well. Yes, it will go well. That game will be Friday night. Do not have a start time on it just yet, unless they've put something out that I have missed, but I have not seen one just yet. Whatever it is, we will be on late that night, I'm sure, because it is on the West Coast for that one. So make sure you join us for Game 6 reaction Friday night. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Wednesday night. And again, join us Friday after Rockets and Warriors Game 6. right here for the Locked On Rockets Postcast.